First of all, and I'm going to make this pretty short, Felix, you're fun to play with. All right, we're working something that Ray Richards was showing us that we wanted to share with the rest of you. First of all, we don't teach this much, and I don't see it much anymore, but blocking hip throws with your hip was huge when I was young. And I sharpened my hip bones just for this technique. Okay? And when you get to a point, when you get round, those iliac pointers aren't as sharp as they used to be, but they still work effectively. When you get this timing down, I used to take little guys, and they would come in on those real quick spinning hip throws, and I'd just go, boop, and they'd go, boom, and they'd just explode off of me. Really worthwhile learning, guys. Okay? And all I'm talking about, everybody put your hands, everybody stand up. Put your hands up. Now, just move your hip, and your hip, and your hip, and get to where you can move just your hips. Keep your knees still. Now, the way we would practice this is you'd pull and hip. Pull and hip. Pull and hip. And it becomes a reactive motion. Same hand you pull, because as he's coming in, he's going to come in on an ipansoi, and I'm just going to hip. Okay, because it's pull and hip. And then he wants to get tricky and try and fake one and come in the other side. So you go boom, boom. And you just learn to pop. All right? So that was huge back in the 60s and 70s. And then what Ray was showing us is I come in to hip. You come on in. He comes in. I hip. And then what's he going to do? He's going to come out and bump me back. So it becomes a little hippie game. It's what I refer to now as the booty. All right? So when you get up to speed, he comes in. I bump, bump, bump. And the more energy that goes into the system, the higher your feet go up in the air. Very important knowledge to understand. Okay, because anybody that comes in and turns on you, bam! And that gets into the Tsurugoshi when you used to pop people up in the air, step back and let them drop. That's a skill you don't see anymore. People want to lift and throw you on the ground. It's really a simple little bump. Okay? But now, that was 1. 2, lay down. Everybody take your finger, grab it at the base. Now start squeezing and pull it up to the top. Feel all the blood go to the tip of your finger? Okay? When I start doing these arm bars, like this juji and stuff, that's what I think about doing to the guy's arm. So when I'm here, and I'll be nice, I'm here, we're in this nice position. Oh, can you still hear me from here?
Yeah.
Okay, we're in this nice position. A lot of people start up high. I want to start down low, and if you watch Rhonda's films and the way she fights, she starts her jujis in the armpit. I didn't teach her that, but I've always started down low. Here. Now, when I get on the head and start coming up, I'm literally squeezing that whole system. So I'm squeezing the triceps and the biceps, controlling the whole arm at the same time. This is if I really don't like you. Okay? So I come into here, I lock. Notice the little transition of the elbow. Here it's not tight. This is like a camming action. And Felix will tell you it's getting a lot tighter.
Yeah.
Okay? Then as I come down and start coming up,
Yeah.
he will tell you, look at his hand, the veins on his hand.
Yeah.
See?
Nope.
Now we control the biceps, which really doesn't feel good. And that's when I start to sit back nice and easy. And the thing is so bound up and tight before you get into position that he's tapping. Oh, you want to breathe?
Yeah. I'm suffocating.
Now, love both of those. The udegarami, let me have the other arm. I'll start the same way. I'll come here, I want to start low. And as I come in, keep the chest to you. And then as you come up, he'll tell you, I'm massaging those muscles again, and they're coming into lock and tight. Start low, squeeze, work your way up. Because when I control here, I control the shoulder. And then everything else just kind of, see his arms straighten as I come up and push those muscles? Boom. And a lot of people don't do udegarami anymore like that, from that position. That's one of the first arm bars I learned, is to bring up and pop that thing, and you want to massage it all the way up. Now, the real lesson is my favorite arm bar. I'm here, I lock, you guys might want to come around so you can see. Elbow behind the kidneys, weight to the floor. Now you can't turn over. Okay? Again, I'm low. I'm going to start here on the shoulder, start at the back of the neck, push down. That way I don't get involved in the face. Then I get to come around and sit on his face. Now look at the position of the arm. I can go back to juji, or I can just keep this here, control it, and then I'm going to kind of slide his shoulder under my body and move it back. I'm coming into a coil arm bar on this side.
Where's Brent?
All right, I'll come here, Brent. Yeah. Seat down. We're going to do the other side. All right. So I'm here, elbow down. This is going to put me backwards. Let me come over here. So I'm here, elbow down. Now, when they're just laying here, you can't get this really tight. But when he's fighting and really trying to get out, turn that way. The other way. There you go. Now it gets locked in because he's got all these muscles things involved in this configuration. Now I go to here. Now I come to here. Then when I come up, don't use your arm strength. Use your core here. And I'm not sitting on his head being nice. Push, control. Then as I drop down, you want to manipulate the point of the shoulder here with your chest so that your body rolls over to the front, this anterior side. That's a big word. And then drop down. And he's already feeling the tightness, and I haven't done anything. Now these guys that are loose, I always use my elbow right here on the wrist, and I'll just pull it in. You can use your hand, whatever's comfortable. But this really works, and if you, for some reason you can't get it, then just sit into the pin. Sit right on the head. Now he's not going to like that. He's going to turn into me, and I'm going to transition right into the pin I use most with everybody is Tateshi. So there's always options. Just like, and I always go to Kotegaeshi, don't ever fall in love with one technique and think you're going to force it to make it happen. Play with it, ride it. If he's a good player, he's going to escape and lead you into another trap for him. Always look ahead of the game and step into traps. So there's 3 or 4 things there to play with. If you're going to work the booty bump, let's use this half of the mat.
Yeah, we'll rope it up.
And if you're going to use the groundwork stuff, let's use this half of the mat.
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Man, you guys are smarter than I am. Thank you.